that performance?
I was really pleased with the first half. Thought we're super, really good. Managed the conditions well. Thought Cherry was outstanding. Created 4 or 5 really good half chances at least. But again, I don't think Harry had that much to do. Certainly, first half I thought, coming against the goals, really disappointing. What an opportunity to clear it. Chris Casement makes a run, 40-yard run without being engaged. So we're disappointed with the first goal. Coming at half time, 1-0 down was really disappointing. But we rallied them. I told them there was nothing in the game for the first 45 minutes, absolutely nothing. So very pleasing on that front. But second half, again 5 minutes into the second half, silly free kick giveaway. Goal. The goal. The free kick's a good free kick, but it's at Harry's side of the goal. And as I said, that if he whips it up and down over the wall, fair enough. It's a great free kick, but he stuck it well. But it is what it is. Sometimes once you go 2-0 down against a team like that, it's difficult times and difficult day. But they managed the game really well. But it was the important thing we'll talk about at half time was getting through the first 15-20 minutes of the second half and see what happens with the last 20 minutes. Was maybe hopefully be able to exert some pressure. But once the second goal goes in, then it's the old peripheral. Pin in the balloon, as I say.
And conceding that first goal, did you feel unfortunate to concede it?
I think we'll have to look at ourselves. We defended quite well today in a lot of instances, but the first goal comes obviously from Chris Casement making a run, a 30-40 yard run in their box, and we'll have dealt with it. We got away with it hitting the post, and then we'll have the opportunity to clear it. And I think Danny clears it into whoever the Linfield player was at the back post. I think he's taking credit for the goal. It looked like an own goal from where I was at, but I couldn't understand it. But apparently, Danny hit it against the Linfield player at the back post. So we bit, again, you don't get these things. You don't get these breaks against the big boys. You need a wee bit of luck when you come into games like this. Here, you need a wee bit of luck, and we're only ourselves to blame in a lot of ways. But it is what it is. You seem to get punished every time. Kirk Miller's goal is top drawer, and it's hard to come back against a team like that 2-0 down.
Overall, in terms of the season, 7th position, what's the targets or rest off for the season?
Well, we're at Mourneview next week, and obviously we're hoping to get a couple of bodies back. We're really suffering with a few injuries and suspensions today. Unfortunately, it looks as if we'll not have Harry Doherty. We'll have to go with young Ben Nicol, who's 16-17. I think Harry's been sent off there after the game. So again, it's going to be a difficult day. But it's a game we're capable of winning. We're going to have to give young Ben all the protection we can. But we've got good, responsible players who hopefully will see the young lad through the game.
Very fairly. In terms of what happened at the end of the game, what did you see or what did you make of things?
Well, I have to say, I know it's difficult whenever you're getting abuse. I know Harry took a hell of a lot of abuse behind the goal, and some of the things were said to him. It's really disappointing. I wonder sometimes where we're at. There seems to be a lot of stuff coming back into the game that I can't get my head around. But I could hear it. There was a guy on a tannoid or on one of the microphones, and I heard everything he was saying. So Harry's had to endure that for 45 minutes, but as I've said, Harry's got to rise above that, and what he's done, he's going to get punished for now, and that's extremely disappointing from all our points of view. But I think it's time that, especially with all the kids coming to these games, there's a lot of kids coming to these games, and some of the stuff I heard today, and I've heard in previous games, to be fair, is it's a wee bit. It's not for me either. I was certainly want our young kids coming to games, and I'm not excluding Harry for his behaviour after the game. He knows it's bang out order, but we've got to go to the focal point. The focal point was he stood there for 45 minutes and took a thing, but he's got to rise above that, as I said before, and Keelan Loughlin at the end too reacting. We're representing this club, and you've got to rise above that stuff and get the shoulders out and walk on and turn the other cheek, as I say. But some of the stuff being said, it's disappointing to hear in the modern game. Give a hand gesture to one of the Linfield supporters. So apparently he's been sent off. Loughlin's at the minute, nothing's happening, but again, hard as what was said to Keelan was don't work past him this, but he can't react like that. It's as simple as that. You know, it's really disappointing what he was called, but he can't react like that. It's as simple as that. You've got to. I know how hard it is whenever them kind of words are said to you, but you gotta be. You have to remember you're representing the club as well, hard as it is. You know, you turn the other cheek, and then we do things professionally, and we report the guy for what he said. But you know, that didn't. You know, had to get him out of the way. So hopefully he's okay and he's available for next week. Anyway.
Incredible what's happening. 3 weeks, whatever, after the ball meeting, boring point ball meeting.
Yeah, well, I'm not too sure what's going on with the game at the minute. Some of the stuff I'm hearing from the sidelines and from different supporters, as I say, I think you want kids coming to games, and if I had children at that game today, they would have been needing the earplugs as far as I'm concerned for some of the stuff I heard. But we're not talking about Linfield support in general. Linfield support, 99.9% of Linfield support's fantastic and love their club and love the game and stuff like that there. But there's always that wee small, extremely small element that crossed the line, unfortunately. And there was one or two of them there today.
Now you're in a situation where as manager and a former player, you know, you're saying you can't defend your players for those actions. But as manager of this club, obviously you can't just say it's okay, we'll let it go, there's nothing to be done. So, you know, is it a case of maybe the club raising it with the officials or something?
I think that's what will happen. That'll happen, Patrick. I know our chairman was talking to a Linfield representative there outside. So, as I say, it's very difficult, you know, whenever abuse comes out like that. It's very difficult for anybody to walk away. But as I said, the Keelan and Harry, you know, it has to be done, you know, and we'll have to go down different lines and reacting to them situations. I have every sympathy about what was said to both of them, but there's ways of dealing with them things, and hard as it is, but there's ways of dealing with them things, and we'll have to remember we're representing the club as well, and we have to do things properly, and we'll have to weed out the one or two individuals that were coming out with such talk today, because there's no place for them.
And you know, as a former goalkeeper, you stood, you know, so close to opposition fans your whole career, and you're right in the centre of it all, so you know how hard it can be.
Absolutely. I've had many occasions where you stood for 90 minutes and got personal abuse, and it would have been from one guy who just wouldn't leave you alone for them 90 minutes, and he had it going. But again, I've been very close to reacting many times as a player, and I know how difficult it is to bite your lip, but you know, they're two good lads, Harry and Keelan Lockburn have behaved brilliantly all season. And as I say, Keelan knows that we don't do things like that there, and that's not going to happen at the club. And Harry's in the same boat now. We're missing Harry over that.
That's the price you're paying now.
Well, that's the price. We're going to have a 17-year-old goalkeeper who we rate very highly to play against Glenavon, and that shouldn't be the case though. You know, as I say, difficult as it is, and I understand it's really difficult when you're getting abused like that. But you've got to rise above it, turn the other cheek, and then let the club deal with the situation that happened today.
And in the match, you know, your Carrick never scored a goal against Linfield in the Premier League here.
Well, to be fair, I thought in the first half, I don't care about them things, not at all. I thought the first half were very decent, really decent, and I thought that the wee half chances that we had, Darren had a good chance, 10-12 yards out, Alex Gaughan had a good chance, and the Kelly had a header as well. We had 4 or 5 really half decent chances. Linfield done nothing in the first half but go in 1-0 up, and that's, you know, I say it all the time. You come away from playing Linfield and teams like that there, and you go, we were beat 3 or 4 today, and you know, I don't remember our goalkeeper pulling Worley's always, but they're clinical, and that's why they are what they're. That's why they're top of the league, and that's why they're so hard to beat. You know, they've got a great bunch of players there, and you know, when you see Quinn coming off and you see Clark coming on, you know you're in a decent place. So no, we look after ourselves. You know, I'm not overly disappointed with the players today. I thought they gave everything. We just lacked a wee bit of quality in the last third, and if being honest, I thought Kyle Cherry was superb today. And well marshalled, you know, our midfield 3 was good, defensively, just poor goals again. You know, that second goal for me is very avoidable. And as I say, you know, Big Harry has to cover his cover his side of the goal. That's he saves that. So, but he's a young keeper who's learning, and will continue to keep learning. So, on we go. We look forward to the Glenavon game. We know it's going to be very difficult, but hopefully we'll have a few bodies back for it.
Is there a situation now in games like that where you're going up against somebody on field and your guys maybe have it in their head that we might only get one chance and snatch at it, or you know, whereas Linfield know they're going to create multiple chances?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. I think that's fair. I think ultimately, you know, we have to bear in mind we're playing an 18-year-old up front. You know, starting up front, and we're bringing a 17-year-old off the bench, and we're bringing an 18-year-old on for Liam Hassan as well. So. We look at Linfield's benches and stuff like that there, and they're different worlds, but we know that. So what we're trying to do here is evolve young players, bring them in, give them the experience. We have players that aren't ready for Premiership football, but the only way to get them ready is to ground them now. So because we do believe they're talented boys, so we want the talented youngsters to get game time. And games like that especially is a great experience for two 17-year-olds and an 18-year-old to play in front of such a big crowd in the atmosphere, and that'll only do well for them in the future. But that's the road. That's where we're at. That's where the club is, and that's the line we have to go down. We'll have to just bring our own players and groom them and make them better and develop them until somebody comes in and takes them away. The big boys.
You're going to win more game against the big boys this
well,
year.
that's it. You know, what I call it, that's what I call it. You know, it is what it is. But no, listen, I have a lot of criticism for the players today. They give me a good shift, and that's all sometimes we can do. Just a wee bit disappointed we didn't come in at half time again. We were in the 3-0 game actually, were the televised game. We ended up coming in 1-0 down. It was very similar. We had 4 or 5 really good chances in that game and came in 1-0 down. But I thought, coming in the second half, 15-20 minutes you need to not concede. That was the big talk at half time. No concession. First 15-20 minutes, and we'll have a real rattle at it for the last 20-25 minutes. And you're 5 minutes in again, you know, pure free kick, and then the free kicks, you know, it's a great stake by Carrick, don't get me wrong, but you know, it's avoidable in my opinion. So we're not hanging anybody at the dry today. It was a good shift from everybody, and obviously you're playing against the best. So great learning experience for a lot of our kids, and you know, hopefully it'll develop them.
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
Cheers.